shit. It is gonna be the hardest 6 months of my life right now because I'm in this in-between zone where I'm not financially able to just not work. And I mean, I'm never gonna be not working completely, but to just not go and sell insurance and have like a normal job. I'm not financially able to quit doing that, but I know exactly what I'm building next, what I'm going to do, and all I want to do is plow forward on that every second of every single day. A couple books, multiple books to write. I want to build a coaching business that I can kind of segue into this retreat that I'm going to build. And I know how to do it all now. I also want to do some serious funding of and research into and participation in psychedelic research of healing spinal cord injury. And so, yeah, I have everything in front of me. It's like written in stone what's going to happen if I just execute and go forward. But the hardest part of that whole execution is I have to pay bills as I go, and in order to do that, I have nothing immediately available to me besides, I guess, coaching maybe, but I don't have that immediately available. I don't have an audience yet. I mean, I have whoever's on the other end of this camera, which is fantastic. I love you. Thank you for watching what I produce, but I don't have, I have like 195 subscribers. So it's a long ways from being the foundation to a business. But that's all right. That's okay. The point is it's just going to be extremely difficult in the meantime to go and, just grind away at work selling health insurance when I know it's such a low leverage activity. There's no fucking leverage in it at all. Even if I were to, build a social media following around talking about health insurance and, private PPOs and all that. Even if I built a very large social media following around that, which it wouldn't be really large because no one gives a shit. No one wants to follow that. You want to find an agent, pick your health insurance, that literally pick your poison, pick the one that fucks you the least and costs the most fair amount of money, and then you don't want to think about it again until you're using it or something bad happens. So that's why it's low leverage, because you're never going to build that. It's so inauthentic. You're never going to build a giant social media following talking about health insurance. And also, it's still low leverage even at that point, because there's just no, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's even low leverage at that point because you still have to individually sell each person and family a policy. Yeah, you get referrals and things like that, but it's incredibly time consuming. So what do you do there from there? Maybe you grow an agency, you train a bunch of other agents, and that's, onboarding a bunch of, that's incredibly time consuming for very little monetary gain as far as a business goes. Think about creating an energy drink or a coffee drink. The leverage in that is fucking infinite. My tongue's still blue from methylene blue. That's crazy. I had that like 5 hours ago. But anyways, got distracted there for a second. But the leverage in that is infinite. I mean, you can sell an energy drink to nearly every person in the world. Your market is a ton. You can sell it to them over and over again, and it's possible to scale at a super large and fast scale, potentially with minimal investment of time and energy. If it goes viral for whatever reason, a bunch of TikTokers start drinking the energy drink and just talking about it. All you got to do, once there's a lot of upfront work in formulating it and designing it and all of that. But then it's set it and forget it. It's not set it and forget it. But relatively speaking, you're not just constantly trying to acquire new customers, having to talk to them for potentially hours, days, weeks, over and over again, gain their trust, and then anything happens, anyone offers them any different deal, or anything changes with their life, and all of a sudden you have to convince them to stay your customer. It's completely different. A product or a service is just a way better thing to sell than an agency type situation, in my opinion. Everyone to each their fucking own. But the bottom line is, it's going to be very difficult to keep doing it. I'm going to do it with passion and fervor and everything, because it's the right thing to do. It's what I have to do. I got to pay my mortgage. I got to pay all of my bills, and so that's this is my only way that I know of to do it immediately. So I'm going to do it. But the difficulty is real. It's crazy. I could sit down right now and write a book for 12 and a half hours straight, and it wouldn't feel like any work or anything. I would love nothing more than to do that. I could film all day. I could edit all day. There's so much I could do that was really high leverage with tons of long-term potential that doesn't feel like work, that I would love to spend my time doing, but I can't. I have to do the real work. And there's something good in that. There's something poetic about that, and it's just always going to be the case. You're always going to have to eat the frog. I can't remember exactly what that is, but someone somewhere said you wake up and eat the frog, so everything else is easy. I think maybe they were referring to cold plunges. I don't know where my mind came out with that, but I think it's a good analogy or something. Anyways, head into work, gonna grind through, try to sell some health insurance, try to not think about using nicotine, which I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think there'll be a few times I see people around me popping in whatever pouches they use, or hitting vapes, where it's going to be really tempting to ask for one, but I won't do it. It's going to be even harder because I'm also fasting. I am having this no sugar, no calories energy drink with 200 milligrams of L-theanine and 100 milligrams of caffeine. It's not very great tasting. It's all right. It's not, it tastes healthy. But I'm not eating anything. I gorged on sweets yesterday. I mean, absolutely pigged out on healthier sweets, but still so much sugar. I probably ate like 300 grams of sugar from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. last night. So just gonna cool it on the digestive system and the body today, and let myself reset, so I'm not just replacing one addiction with another addiction, because that would be very easy for me. Sugar is absolutely an addiction in my world and in my brain. I start down the path of eating sugar, and I will just keep getting sugar and sweets at every turn. So not going to allow that to happen. Going to arrest it right away. Just fast for the day. Let my digestive system kind of chill out after. I drink alcohol, wine. Got a little stoned a couple times on edibles. I just went ham this weekend. I ate some popcorn last night, which always fucks my stomach up. Yeah, so, but it's like with everything. Like, this is the best I've ever done myself personally with quitting nicotine or something like that. I think I would have regressed for longer. In the past, I would have ate a bunch of sweets and just kept making exceptions, getting fast food. I don't know what I would have done, but that's the real key to forward momentum in life. Is I'm always going to fuck up. I'm always going to mess up, and whatever goal I have, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm working towards, whatever I'm training for, I'm gonna have a bad day, a bad minute, a bad hour where I make a choice that's the opposite of the choice I said I was going to do, and I'm going to take a step backwards, and it might even be that choice leads me to more negative choices, and I spend, a couple days eating badly or whatever. But whereas when I was younger, I would be like, I'm going to get super ripped and eat super healthy and work out every day. Okay, well, I do that for like 7 days, and then I would just go out, get drunk, or just eat fast food or eat a bunch of snacks or something, and I would feel like a total failure. I'd be like, I failed, I couldn't accomplish it, and then I would just do that shitty thing more and more. Maybe I'd literally have worked out for 7 days, and then I would fail for a month straight because I was a failure. And eventually, over time, the succeeding part of the equation, that 7 days, turned into 20 days, 30 days, whatever. And the failure part just kept getting smaller and smaller. Rather than, beating myself up or just regressing into negative behaviors for a month, maybe it was for 27 days, then 25 days, then 19 days. And then, over the course of time, now I can, fail or mess up and just be like, damn, what an idiot. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what possessed me in my mind, because I had all the conviction this morning or yesterday or whenever to do this thing, to not eat this, to not use this substance, to work out every single day, no matter what. I had all the conviction in the world that I was going to do that, and then something just flicked in my brain and I did the opposite, and I can just be like, transient, fuck up. I don't know why that happened, but this goal is important to me for a reason. The reason I want to accomplish, A, B, or C, whatever it is. The reason I want to accomplish this is so I can have this in the future. And it's important. And I can stay in touch with that and not, detach from it. Where I would, as before, I'd be like, I don't know what exactly would happen, but especially with like eating and fitness and stuff, I would be like, it would like lose its importance to me or something. And I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Getting all discombobulated. I swear it's the nicotine brain. Something's fucking happening to me the last 72 hours that is making me more dumb. I'm more dumb. I really have just been super forgetful ever since I quit nicotine. I imagine that the opposite is going to become true in the next coming days. I don't know how long nicotine withdrawals last. I'm definitely not going to Google it, because I'm just going to tell myself that it's 72 hours and then it's done. If I Google it and find out that it's longer, I'll just be finding reasons why this is, why it's causing some sort of deficit. But I am like super extra forgetful, and I have to think that it has something to do with just, removing that from my mind. But overall, there is something just super relaxing and good feeling about, I feel a guilt when I use nicotine. Not every single time I put a pouch in, but there was a residual guilt behind it because I know I was using it in like a super addictive way, and I've always had a negative association with it because everyone in my family smokes and chews, and I've basically watched nicotine destroy the health of numerous people that I love dearly, my parents included. And so yeah, there's just a guilt associated with it, and it is awesome to just kind of remove that last thing, the last thing that I can think of where I was really stretching to justify it. I'm so health conscious and healing oriented, and I was really stretching to somehow allow nicotine inside that internal dialogue or story in my mind where it was even kind of acceptable to be doing it. But the truth is that I know it's not always a choice when it comes to addiction. You do have to just sit back and wait until you're ready, and oftentimes the guilt you're putting on that addiction exacerbates it. It doesn't help, even though it's bad and it's not good for your life. Sometimes guilt-free enjoyment of your addiction helps break some connection to it. And I know that that sounds crazy, but it is true. Addiction is just exacerbated and fueled by negativity. Like everything to do with addiction is somehow, as I spoke about ad nauseum in this video before, it's somehow the avoidance of negative behavior. So if you're feeling guilt about the addiction, it just fuels your desire to do the addiction so much. I don't know why, but it just does, I do know why, because it's literally the thing that you use to avoid negative thoughts and emotions. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So when it comes to addiction, at least remove the guilt from it. Take the guilt away. You don't have to feel guilty. You're just fucking weak in this moment, weak in this time, but you're going to be stronger later. You're going to be ready. You're going to build the self-love up. You're going to do the work. Even though you're going to use this thing right now, there's no point in feeling guilty about it. You're going to fucking do it anyways. Like, you're going to do it. Like, we all know it's going to happen. So why fucking feel guilty about it? You're going to forgo responsibilities probably because you use this substance. But let's just not waste time with guilt and all that, and let's start cultivating some positive feelings inside of us so that the next time we just choose not to use whatever it is, whatever that substance is. And I'm by no means versed in the cutting edge of addiction therapy. I know that the gold standard is definitely the 12-step program and going in and getting actual help from people, but a lot of people just aren't ready to do that. They don't want to admit all the inconvenient truths that certainly come along with that, and that's definitely the best way. Absolutely, going and doing all the mending all of your guilt and having someone to talk to and having sponsorship and talking, that's obviously going to be the best way. It's abundantly obvious. No one else has designed anything nearly as successful as that for a reason. I've never participated in it. I've certainly read what the 12 steps are and stuff, but I just ran that red light. That's my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I thought it was yellow. It was basically yellow. But anyways, yeah, I've never participated in it, but not because I didn't see the value in it. I just was so far away from being able to, I think the first step is literally like relinquishing your personal power and everything. And I was just so not ever ready to do that, to confide in others, to do any of the stuff that goes along with it. And so, yeah, the point is I'm no expert in addiction. I'm like squeezing between these two cars right now. I am not qualified in any way to help or counsel or recommend what people should do, but I do really believe, from at least personal experience, that removing the guilt from it is super important. Just take the guilt out of it. If you're going to do it anyways, is the guilt helping you? Just telling yourself how horrible and bad and shitty it is that you're doing this and that you shouldn't do it, and feeling all that negativity towards it, is it ever stopping you from the behavior of doing it? No. Just, find reasons to be happy. Be lucky and grateful. Be like, I enjoy doing this super shitty addictive thing so much. I'm going to be grateful that I'm able to do it now, and I'm going to make it a positive experience somehow by cultivating positivity inside me. So maybe one day I can break away from it and not do it. I don't know. Just thoughts. Thoughts. Listen through my brain, turn it into words, go into your brain. Do what you will with it. Do what you will. Build upon them, share them with others. That's how we make progress and move forward. Anyways, I'm about to get to work. Gonna sell some health insurance, hopefully, because I need to make money, because I've been not focusing on that lately, as you can probably tell through my videos. Not focusing on making money in that way. Been focusing on the future more than the immediate earning of money, and yeah, it's becoming immediately important that I change that. So lots of love. I will see you in the gym here in a minute. All right, holy shit, we are back again, and by back again I mean alive from this fucking nicotine hole that I was in. Wow, it's no joke. Nicotine withdrawals, if you are me, then they just make you a giant bitch for a few days, but that's over. It's done and gone. I feel really good now. Not much different than when I wasn't on nicotine, if I'm being truthful, other than just that guilt of doing it removed. Did film in the gym today, not for any particular reason other than I just did kind of a lame, super fast workout. Well, I was gonna film and I was gonna keep working out, but I went straight to bench press, and I was doing like 55-pound dumbbells, which are easy to bench press but hard to get up to position. And I on the second set or something, I pulled my tricep a little bit, and it was just really burning, but it feels fine now. I thought I'd literally messed something up because it was really, really hurting, and so I just used it as an excuse not to do anything else. But that's all right. The main thing is, damn, I am going to have to figure out a way to make money outside of selling health insurance way faster than I originally planned. Not because there's anything wrong with my job, it's me. I have so much energy and excitement to put towards the high leverage, really exciting things that I find really exciting, that I think can make a real impact on the world. And none of that energy is translating to selling health insurance. In fact, zero of it is. It's actually, that energy might be being siphoned from the energy I was using to sell health insurance. I cannot lie to myself. I want to lie. I want to just, lie about everything. I want to lie that it's fine that I use nicotine all the time, and I want to get hammered on Friday and Saturday nights more often than I do. I want to do all of the ignorance is bliss type stuff. I want to just go to work and be content, building my way up to $250,000 a year salary and just making $250,000 a year and being happy and fine with it. But I'm just not fine with any of it. I don't care how much money I make. I just don't want it to. I care how I make it. I want to have a meaningful impact on the world and the people around me. I want to make people smile. I want to make people happy. I want to give people more energy, vitality, excitement. I want to remove pain and suffering, and I want to do cool shit myself. I want to explore, see cool wild animals and do fun, sports, surfing, skiing. I want to eat amazing food and visit different countries and talk to really incredible people across all cultures and, interview them and learn about, what makes them tick. Learn about their life, hear their story. That's what I want to do, and everything that's not that is just fucking toxic. It feels toxic to me. It feels poisonous, and it's just the unfortunate reality of really pursuing your own truth and everything relentlessly is that you get there and you realize, damn, the life I've created was, built on a foundation of lies. And now that you've removed those lies, you're like, I don't really want this at all. Not that I ever wanted to sell health insurance. I was just back up against the wall. I need to make money right now, or lose my girlfriend, lose pretty much my entire life as I knew it, because I was just failing to create at the level that I now can by just simply, not simply anything, by just rebuilding my body and my mind back to a point of confidence and vitality that I can, create from. Anyways, yeah, this is a really beautiful street. I wish you could see more of it. There's a nice, beautiful golden retriever as well, and a cute little baby in a basket. A wagon, really? I was pushing a wagon up a hill. Baby, it's weird. Seems like a stroller. Be a better vessel for that, but what would I know? Yeah, that's it. Speaking of babies, this is just my mind going on a tangent. I watched a video about that Shilajit, which I mentioned a couple days ago, and have been taking it ever since. Not really noticed any difference, but yeah, pretty strong opinions of people that it's great for fertility and sperm count and everything like that. So just gonna keep pounding it in me, since Kelsey and I will probably, if all things go well in this next year, probably be looking to figure out how exactly we can have kids with the spinal cord injury issues with that. I haven't done any testing or research or anything. I'm going to Craig Rehabilitation Hospital in Colorado to see what their assessment is on that front, whether I can do like penile vibratory stimulation or take certain meds to Because the problem when you're paralyzed, if you don't know this, is the muscle that like forces the ejaculation out just doesn't work. It's paralyzed. And so if you do ejaculate, my understanding is you just ejaculate into your bladder, and it's obviously not viable at this point, and how you can't get it, but they can get it. Someone can get it, or you can do things that apparently make that muscle spasm and work. And also, yeah, I can't remember what else I was going to say on that subject. Oh, but I have came a few times since I've been paralyzed, so I don't really know what that's about, but it was just wrong place, wrong time, completely out of context, just involuntary sort of situation. So we'll see. But when it comes out, that Sheilagy might just fucking juice her up a little bit. Wow, this one really went sideways towards the end here. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about or how I got here. I don't know why I'm wearing this thing. I'm pretty sure this microphone does not work. I'm pretty sure it just goes off this mic anyways. But this makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel safe inside, protected. With this, not really. It makes me feel like a fucking nerd, to be honest. But anyways, that's day 59. Fucking let's go. We're back, baby. We're back. We're feeling good. We're not an addict to basically anything now. I am, on that note, I did get this weird energy drink to drink right in the morning because I found out, oh, damn it. I didn't read far enough down the ingredients list. It does have sucralose and S-sulfame potassium. But the point is I got this because I want to start a new habit of doing at least like an hour of writing my book very first thing in the morning, right when I wake up. And that is like premium nicotine activity for me. Right when I wake up early in the morning, stand in my stand frame, get the computer out, have a cold brew, throw in a cinnamon 6 milligrams in, like, yeah, baby, let's fucking do it. And it's gonna kill me to do it. I'm gonna procrastinate super hard and not just get it done and start writing right away, right when I wake up, except for this crutch, which is a weird thing called Bing. I've never had it before. It's Petey's Bing. And it's, I thought it was a kind of healthy energy drink, but I don't think it really is. It's got a bunch of weird stuff in it, but what it does have is 120 milligrams of caffeine, 100 milligrams of ginseng, and 1,000 milligrams of taurine and some B vitamins, I guess. But yeah, just needed a crutch, needed something to, I needed that substance to accompany my activity. Should have done it the healthy way, should have just persevered, but I know for a fact I'll just procrastinate forever if I don't have like that little thing, that trigger to be like, I'm doing this and I get to get a little bit fucked up while I do it. Yay. So yeah, I didn't process any of that until I said it all out loud, and it sounds way worse when I say it out loud. I didn't think about any of that in my head. I just saw this, bought it, and then when I realized, when I mentioned the not using nicotine thing in the morning, I wanted to share it. And I'm realizing now, like, that's a shitty thing to do, but I'm doing it anyways, and I won't do it for long. I am going to go without nicotine for like the last 100 days or something of this challenge, but it's only day 59 right now, and we're doing 180 days, so we got some time to party. Caffeine on. Let's go. But yeah, that's it. TTYL, my friends. Yep. That's all. That's day 59. Day 59 is over.